Brian Anderson, along with Grant. This should be an active game. Two squads that really move the ball well and share the load offensively, Brent.
Well, we got some great playmakers out here, BA, so it's a multitude of guys who are going to be able to survey the floor, maybe make that backdoor play or that lob pass to the rim. That's going to be a lot of fun.
Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. At small and power forward, it's George and Leonard. Wall and Powell are the backcourt duo, and it's Zubac in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Anderson has great vision as a point forward, exceptional court awareness.
It's George on the wing. The kick out to Wall. Pass to Powell. Leonard for three. Anderson pulls it down.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Knocks down the long J.
That's a pretty good look from Kyle Anderson. Good form as he squares up and knocks down one from the perimeter.
Here's Zubac. Leonard finds Zubac. Launches a three, and it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Zubac.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Bad idea leaving him open. He needs more defensive attention, not less.
George outside. From deep three-point range. Doesn't go that time. And Minnesota will come the other way. Here's Anderson. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
D'Lo at that size has great court vision and a great pass.
Here's Leonard. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Well, still a few years out, but the Clippers have to be excited about moving into their own arena in 2024. So much innovation has gone into the design of the building, and it just looks incredible.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Powell in the post. Guarded by Edwards. Leonard for 3. And the Clippers miss again. And here's Minnesota now. They're on an 11-3 run. Amen. And the Clippers felt they needed to build their own arena to establish some identity.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it that they could be their own franchise away from the shared building with the Lakers. And for so long in LA, they've been treated as sort of a second-rate team, and that just shouldn't happen. So having their own arena, that's moving them well into the right direction.
Fires the 3. Kept alive by Minnesota. Left side Anderson takes a 3. Leonard pulls down the board. Los Angeles has gone 1 for 5 from three-point range. A cold start. Knocks down the triple.
Think about the rookie year that PG had, where he shot under 30% from the three-point line, but all that tireless work in the offseason, and now such a vital part of his game.
Zubac with the steal. And stolen by Edwards. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
D'Angelo Russell just so dangerous with options in the fast break.
Got a piece of it. Here we go. Here's Edwards. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space, just clanked it.
Using his size to full advantage, he beats everyone to the ball.
Anderson passes to Gobert for 3. And it doesn't fall for him. Made 2, missed 2 now. Here's Wall. Edwards pulls it in. The Timberwolves have gone 7 of 14 and looking in control. Anderson passes to Towns. Here's Russell. Uses the glass on the layup.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical play.
It's Powell on the wing. Wall finds George. Jacks up a 3. Another missed shot. He's 1 of 5, looking shaky out there. And Russell, here we go. Lays it up and banks it in. Russell's got 6.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart, the other one playing selfless. They've done.
The first quarter concludes, and a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Timberwolves ahead. They lead by 13. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after the break. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far, really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
Well, one thing that's noticeable is just tremendous energy from everybody, and they put that into their transition play, and all that hustle is paying off.
So here are the 5 for the Clippers to start the second. Powell and George are out on the wings. Kawhi and Zubac make up the front court, and it's Wall in at the point, and the shot goes down.
Well, that's nice coordination, as Russell seemed to know that he was going to get around the defense.
Powell passes to Wall. And a deep 3 from Leonard. Edwards pulls it in. Edwards has got 4 rebounds now. Towns finds Russell. This one for 3. Again, Russell missing.
Yeah, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Grant.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals, but without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
You know, some have said those old school power forwards, guys like Charles Oakley, they're becoming outdated. You see that, Grant?
Well, first of all, the physicality in the game is no more. The way Oakley would hit you and bruise you, you can't do that in today's game. And guys like Oakley are now playing the 5 position, and they're shooting 3-pointers. So a lot of it just is because the game has changed and evolved since the 90s when Oakley dominated.
A great skill level in the game right now.
No question.
Anderson passes to Towns. Another miss by Minnesota. Los Angeles has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Leonard for 3. He buries it from 3. Leonard's got 6 points.
He has the touch to do some damage from 3-point distance.
Towns a screen on Wall. Russell the pass to Anderson. Russell with the ball. Checked by Wall. And there's Russell on the assist by Anderson. 11 points in the game.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the 3-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
Here's Powell. Second shot opportunity. Zubac. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
A stronger defensive presence would have saved them 2 points.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Pass to Towns. 4-3. Tries again. And there's 1:45 left in the second quarter. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Yeah, you don't see many of these opportunities for this team, but Kawhi, one guy who can get up there and get it done.
Towns a screen on Wall. And there's the lob. Gobert with it. He's picked up by Zubac. Zubac with the steal. Wall against Russell. Now here's Leonard. Not a lot of room. And George launches it from deep. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. Russell the pass to Anderson. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Oh, you love to see that kind of vision from Gobert. As much attention as he draws from the D, there's bound to be an open man, and he just got to find him.
For three, George. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Russell to pass to Gobert. Driving in. Back to Russell. The three. It's rebounded by Zubats. Zubats has got his 4th rebound in this one. George outside. And the Clippers miss again.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
And he lobs it up. Zubac passes to Leonard. For three, George. The shot comes out. And we finished off one half of play. The T-Wolves on top, up by 12. And we'll be back for...
16.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Edwards and Anderson fill out the perimeter. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's Russell in at the point. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
He's been tremendous at corralling misses all night long.
Yeah, it's almost like he's got a magnet on that ball here tonight. He's in the right spot all the time.
And here's Edwards outside. Doesn't go for him. And the Clippers will come the other way. And stolen by Edwards. Throws it up high. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Here's Leonard. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. Leonard's got 10 points.
And that's the high motor, the long strides we're always talking about with Leonard. Killing it in transition.
Looking to get it going. The shot by Russell, no good. The Clippers shooting a poor 25% for this game so far. Pass to Powell. Up again. Controls the rebound and the putback.
On the court, no denying Kawhi. Hitting the offensive glass with some force.
Played it in with a nice touch off the window. He's got 13.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
George, no good.
And not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots, not the wild one he took there.
Here's Edwards, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac. Over a minute and a half now into this third quarter action. Here's Russell.
And can you not love the tenacity of Leonard? One of the best defenders to enter the league in quite some time.
Ooh, great D that time from Gobert.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
And it's Russell, that time on the assist by Edwards. Russell's got 5 points in the quarter.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Powell finds George. Shoots over Anderson. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Minnesota has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. To the right side. Here's Russell. They get the rebound. Gobert passes to Edwards. And another 3 for Minnesota.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
So it's the Clippers now. They trail by 16. George, right side. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. Outside Edwards. Edwards can't get that one to fall. The Clippers have gotten only 2 of 7 shots to go in the third quarter.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
It's George on the wing. To stop the drought. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Over to the wing. The shot. Ooh, and once again off the mark by Minnesota. And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Greg.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement.
Towns on a screen. Pass to Anderson. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Trying to make up ground here.
And with plenty of time left, you want to play with urgency, but not desperation.
Here's Zubats. And it's slammed in by Zubats.
Just a big play at this juncture of the game. Second chance points could be the key for them.
Impressive effort right there. That's what they need to mount a comeback. Russell finds Towns. The 3 is up. The shot by Russell, no good. And a big issue for them, turnovers.
Yeah, you just can't give away possessions in this league.
Powell passes to Wall. Leonard for 3. Here's Zubats. Out to Powell from behind the arc. Rebound Minnesota. Edwards has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And a deep 3 from Russell. It's rebounded by George.
You know, he's usually very reliable from out there, but tonight it's just not going down.
And a deep 3 from Leonard. Oh, he gets it to fall, and that makes it just a single-digit deficit.
Man, to think that he was going to be capable of those kind of shots when he first came into the league, even from way downtown. Love the confidence from Kawhi.
That free throw misses.
At the line for Minnesota.
And he's good on the second.
Yeah, so talented. There's very little Russell can't do. It's just about the consistency, but the talent is all there.
Leonard for 3. And that's not going to go. And so it's Minnesota earning this break in the action. Up 10. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth. Wall and Powell are the backcourt duo. At small and power forward, it's George and Leonard. And it's Zubats in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Leonard. Another shot. A nice shot by Zubats.
Now, what's the saying? Don't box out, you get your feelings hurt.
Russell against Wall. Russell the pass to Towns. Towns double team. Powell with a steal. Stolen by Russell. Pass to Gobert. Back to Russell. Now here's Edwards. Kicks it out to Anderson. Shoots over George. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Tough to match up with Kyle Anderson because of how quirky he plays. Changing speeds, plays slow, but sees the floor remarkably well.
And it's Powell off the drive. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. And he lobs it up top. And Edwards slams it in.
Love to see this from Russell as he's one of the league's most gifted passers.
Wall, the pass to George. From deep, rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got his 18th rebound here tonight. All over the place. Back to Anderson. Here's Edwards. It's rebounded by Zubats. Zubats has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And George launches it from deep. And again, it's the Clippers missing. For Minnesota, they've gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Anderson finds Gobert. Here's Russell. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Leonard. And he's going for the oop here. And the big finish by Wall.
It felt like Powell had the shot, but good job of feeding the open man.
Wall against Russell. Towns passes to Gobert to the paint. And here's Edwards outside. Gets the three to fall. Edwards has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And let's face it, when you're down this many points, you simply can't let them get that good of a look.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
George, a deep three. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Anderson passes to Gobert. The three from Russell. Paul George pulls down the board. George has got 8 rebounds in the game. Leonard for 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. At one point, they led by 16. Edwards with it. Checked by Wall. Outside for Russell. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Russell.
That's just poor communication between those two. The passer has to make sure his teammate is established, and the teammate has to know the pass is coming. See, that's communication.
It's George on the wing. The 3 ball. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound.
He's trying to force his way into a rhythm, but that's not helping the team.
There's a minute 17 left to play in the fourth. Anderson with a screen on Zubac. George with a steal. Leonard outside. George outside. From deep three-point range. And the Clippers miss again. Timberwolves shooting just 38% for this game so far.
And the clock will wind down on this one. Just a solid effort and a good win for the Timberwolves.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
And as most people predicted, the defense, even though they were keying on him, had no answers for Rudy Gobert.
And I love how active he was on the glass. Not afraid to get physical and do whatever he could do to grab boards.
Clock at 6. And George launches it from deep. And the Clippers miss again. Now here's Russell. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home. here were the Clippers arriving earlier, getting mentally prepared to go to work on the road.
Here we go.
And it's the Suns to start out. So the opening lineup here for the Clippers. Wall and Powell are the backcourt duo. Kawhi and Zubats make up the front court. And it's George in at the small forward position. Now here's Booker. Pass to Aiden. Back to Booker. Shot clock at 6. No good from outside.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Zubats.
Careless turnover. You lose focus for even a moment in this league. That's the result.
Now here's Paul. Down low. Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
You're looking at Ayton using all of his height and reach, slamming it down on a helpless defense.
Boy, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now, but you would never know it based on how hard he plays every single night. He just makes everyone on this team so much better.
Pass to George. Beyond the arc. Phoenix grabs the miss. Here's Bridges, and he drives in, and he banks in the layup.
You just love how reliable he is night in and night out. His offense is there.
And he's going for the lob. Oh, deflected and stolen by Paul. Booker, the pass to Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
Good court vision from Booker. He sees a wide open man and gets him the ball for an assist.
Now Wall. George outside. Spins. There's the triple. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
The Suns have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. It's Booker on the wing. Pulls it. It's good. The assist that time from Paul.
And this is CP3's game. He's all about trying to get his teammates involved.
Already a terrific career for Booker. 3-time All-Star, and then last year he was named to the All-NBA First Team. Just a big honor.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Outside Paul. Pass to Booker. The 3 is up. Paul George pulls it in. And with Booker, it's not just the scoring. Grant, he does a little bit of everything.
Hey, B.A., I mean, you go back and look at last season. He had career highs in rebounds, steals, blocks. I mean, he's learned how to affect the game, even when his shot isn't falling, which is rare.
Now here's Paul.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
1:56 left to play in the first. Booker, good.
Now, I really love seeing Booker score off the ball. He shows his understanding for spacing and when to put up a shot.
Here's Wall. George, right side. Leonard for 3. Zubac passes to Leonard. The 3. Out of bounds. It'll be Suns ball. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Paul against Wall. Paul passes to Bridges. For 3, Booker. And it's Booker again missing. The Clippers trail. Wall finds Leonard. And good. Coming on, the assist by Wall.
I love how Kawhi gets to his spots. He won't let the defense throw him off.
54 seconds left in the first quarter here. Booker missing again.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
That's tipped. Paul with a steal. Pass to Bridges. George with a steal. And stolen by Bridges. And here's Crowder from the arc. Fires in the triple.
And this has been Crowder's role for a while now. Often shoots more three-pointers than two-pointers.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. To the inside. Here's Zubac. No good that time. Ayton with the defensive effort. Here's Bridges. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Second personal foul.
That'll belong to John Wall. The first one falls.
At the line for your Suns.
That one's no good. Powell passes to George with 2 seconds left. And the jam by George.
Slippery play by Paul George to get inside. He ends up right where he wanted to be for the shot.
And so the first quarter is in the books. The Suns on top, up by 4. Let's take a quick break.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Suns.
The way they've been going after steals in this game, it has been super impressive. They are wreaking havoc right now.
And not only that, you like how they're turning defense into offense, forcing turnovers and capitalizing.
The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the 3. That's who's out there for Phoenix. In the past, you'd see coaches use the fire and brimstone approach. We don't see that much anymore, Smitty.
No, times have changed. It's still okay to get emotional and do some hard coaching, but now you have to stay in control, or sometimes you will lose the players' respect.
And the Suns miss again. And he lobs it up to the rim. And the dunk by Leonard.
And boy, Kawhi is the perfect target. The big reach to get to the pass and the great hands on the catch.
And the foul called on John Wall. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Booker. That shot missing. The Clippers go the other way with it. Powell outside. Back to Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Great floor awareness. Powell knows how to find his open teammates. And coming into the league, Kawhi Leonard was viewed as a raw prospect, a solid athlete and defender, but someone that needed to work on his jumper.
And the foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Well, Smitty, there's no question Kawhi has put a lot of hours into developing his jump shot.
And you see the results now. He's become one of the game's elite scorers because of the hard work he put in, even becoming lethal from outside the arc.
And he makes the first but misses the second.
And think about this. In an era of load management, Mikal Bridges is a rarity. He has never missed a game in college or the NBA.
Down low. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. In transition, here come the Suns. Crowder. Great positioning on the putback. Crowder's got 5 points.
Plays with a high motor. Crowder knows only one way to play, and that's in 5th gear.
And if you talk to Bridges, Grant, he really credits his mom for his determination on and off the court.
You know, B.A., it's a terrific story. Now, she actually made the NBA before Mikal did. She joined the 76ers organization in 2015, 3 years before Mikal was drafted.
Everything worked except for the outcome. You want him to shoot that every time.
Here's Booker, and he hits one. Maybe he's ready to get back on track. And now a 3-point Suns lead.
If there's one guy in the league who's never going to give up on the mid-range shot, it's Booker. If the D gives it to him, he'll take it.
Whoa. He can't hit that time. Now the Suns take it the other way. Here's Bridges, and he lays it up and in. He's got 6.
Woo-hoo, just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
George for 3. It's hauled in by the Suns.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
The Clippers have gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. And again, another missed shot. Phoenix is shooting just around 33% since the second quarter got underway. And the basket by Bridges.
If there's one thing Paul does best, it's running an offense, finding the best look.
Wall, the pass to Leonard. Nice catch and finish on the lob.
Oh, man, take a look at that one. Just a textbook alley-oop.
Beautifully done. He served it up on a platter.
In terms of offense, the Clippers have been up and down in recent years. When they're healthy, they're dangerous. When they're not, it's a struggle.
Powell outside. Oh, there's the alley. And it's slammed in by Zubats.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. Outside Paul. Out to Bridges from the arc. Yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time. Bridges has got 11 points.
And he's been an ideal teammate tonight. He's really creating plenty of looks with his passing.
There's been an emphasis on ball movement, and he's been a major catalyst.
Phoenix has gone just 1 of 6 from the perimeter here in the second. Paul finds Booker. Back to Paul. It's Bridges on the wing. Booker for 3. He hits it. His 4th make in 10 tries.
This game's taken on a whole new look thanks to this run.
I totally agree. They just can't be stopped. They're just firing on all cylinders.
It's George on the wing. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. A nice shot by Zubats.
Relentless on the offensive glass, and then you love the finish.
Outside Paul. Pass to Booker. There's the 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Well, Booker can just bury you from the arc if you let him. He's a pretty efficient range shooter.
Devin Booker. He's
33. The Clippers, 22.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Nice game. Great performance by Devin Booker.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Checking out the group for Ty Lue to start the second half. Kawhi and Zubats make up the front court. John Wall is out there with Terrence Mann. And it's George in at the 3 spot. And Kawhi Leonard gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Booker. They lead by 11, largest margin of the game. Ball against Wall. Shoots from 12. Ayton, no good. The Clippers shooting pretty well at 45%. Here's Mann. Booker defending. To the middle. Here's Zubats. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
And the second free throw is good. Setting up in the half court where they've been somewhat ineffective.
And that's in part because this defense has been so solid.
Here's Booker. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to be on Ivica Zubats.
An active shooter. Booker is clever at finding ways to attract fouls on the way up.
That free throw good from Booker.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
Covington's checked in for Zubats. Here's Covington. Ayton with the defensive effort.
Get that weak stuff out of here. That's embarrassing.
And Booker puts up a deep three. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Booker. Jackson, he's checked in for man.
Reggie Jackson.
Now the Clippers with it. Down by 12. Here's Wall. That one drops for him. And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did, and a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
Pass to George. Tries the spin move. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. And here's Paul. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Out to Bridges. Takes a turnaround Jay. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound. Leonard's got 4 rebounds in the game. George passes to Covington. Back to George. From downtown. The shot no good. And Phoenix will come the other way. Bridges. Oh, a special move before that shot. Bridges has got 14 points for the game.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused and they've executed.
Here's George. That one off the back iron and out.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there. And, of course, that one was just crazy.
And the basket by Bridges.
Man, he's been on point, not forcing things, getting the most of his looks within the flow.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Here's Jackson. And again, it's the Clippers missing. For Phoenix, they've got just 2 of 6 in the second half. And last year's outcome, so unfortunate for Paul and the Phoenix Suns, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I mean, the best record in the league by 8 games. You know, it kind of seemed like Paul might finally get that ring. Just a heartbreaking loss for them against Dallas in Game 7.
Third team foul.
That's good from Bridges. Phoenix has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. And a deep 3 from Paul. Out to Bridges. 3-pointer. On the wing, Crowder. Outside Paul. Lets the 3 fly. That shot off. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Inside. It's tipped. Bridges with it. Guarded now by George. And they're pushing it up. And Booker with the jam.
Yeah, the forced turnover showing how Ayton's developing defensively. Ignites the break there.
Will it go? Kicks it to George. Leonard for 3. The rebound by Devin Booker. Booker's got 4 rebounds now. Bridges against George. Goes back up. Fires from deep. Crowder grabs the miss.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
From deep. And again, it's the Suns missing.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. But better luck next time, maybe.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
Here's Ayton.
On defense, Robert Covington uses his size and athleticism very well.
And so it's Phoenix.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Aiden in at the 5. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Booker for 3. That shot, no good.
Not himself from range right now, but the only way out of this funk is to keep trying.
Here's George. Wall finds George. Shoots over Paul. From deep three-point range. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. Phoenix is shooting about 43% on this one. Outside Paul. Pass to Crowder. Now here's Bridges. Back to Crowder. Oh, George with a steal. In transition, here come the Clippers. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Bridges down low. George defending. And he lobs it up top. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. To the paint. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
The offensive game of Leonard continues to get better. He's just so efficient on this end.
Outside Paul. Pass to Crowder. Back to Paul. Crowder right side. Just 5 on the clock. Suns keep it alive. Another shot. Outside for Booker. From deep. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Clippers.
LA ball.
Here's Wall. 2 minutes gone by here in the 4th. Here's George. And stolen by Bridges. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Suns.
I just love how they're taking advantage of their chances to run, and they're pushing it. Fast break points can win you ball games.
Another big factor for them has been their ability to get points off of turnovers. The easiest offense is created by good defense.
Paul against Wall. It's Booker on the wing. George with a steal. And he's going for the oop here.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
Jackson against Booker. From deep three-point range. Phoenix no good that time either. The Clippers have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the 4th. 2 for 4 now. George for 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. They led by as many as 18.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
And when Aiden isn't playing basketball, either the live or video game version, he's often drawing.
Yeah, I mean, he grew up wanting to be an architect. I actually hear that he loves blueprints, but probably his most famous sketch, himself dunking on Joel Embiid his rookie year.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Oh, Covington with a block.
All over, guys. I like watching Covington be a pest on the defensive end.
Up top, George. Offline from the top of the key. Phoenix has got nothing to fall from outside the arc here in the 4th. 0 for 4. It's Bridges on the wing. Pass to Booker. From outside the arc. Rebound by the Clippers. Wall's got 6 rebounds in the game.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Suns.
One area where they set themselves apart today, their aggressiveness in getting steals.
It really hindered their opponent all game long. And, of course, it helped spark their own offense.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Mikal Bridges.
You know what stood out to me was the anticipation defensively. He sensed what the offense wanted to run, then found ways to disrupt that and cause turnovers.
And George launches it from deep. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
I don't know what he was thinking. Maybe settling a score with his coach?
Or is he actually insane enough to think that he might be able to make that? Either way, we might see him sitting by himself for a while.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession. 36 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Here's Booker.
Tremendous defense. Reggie has the quickness to stay on the ball and the long reach to affect the shot.
Here's George from deep. And it's Devin Booker with a rebound. So no problem for Phoenix as they get the win. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch. that don't need to rely solely on their starters. They've got a lot of firepower coming off the bench.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of talent on display for both sides. And that depth makes each team more unpredictable on offense. Both sides have a number of guys who can step up on any given night.
Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. Kyle and George are out on the wings. Kawhi and Zubac make up the front court. And it's Wall in at the 1.
Are you serious? John Wall with the statement. Oh, that's pretty.
Here's Morant after the Clippers picking up a basket just a moment ago.
Every night, Ja Morant has a hard job to do. He draws the opponent's toughest defender in each game they play. That's how talented of a scorer he is.
When you talk about the D Morant has to face, yet he finds a way to get the best of most of those matchups, Richard.
He's got a very advanced offensive skill set. He can score off the bounce. He can spot him. Depending on who's guarding him, Ja can adapt and find any weakness.
Jackson finds Morant. Fires for 3. The shot, no good. And the Clippers will come the other way. Pass to George. And we're about a minute into the first. Spins. 3-pointer. And that one's long.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
And Brooks with a basket on the assist by Bane.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Oh, stolen by Morant. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. Oh, George with a steal. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers.
And not often do we get treated to a solo alley-oop.
Takes precision timing for sure. The Grizzlies have gone 1 for 3 so far. Morant, the pass to Adams. Back to Morant. Going inside. Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
And when Morant takes off towards the basket, look, you're already done. You've already lost because that's how he makes his living.
Shot by Leonard, no good.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Ooh, nice D from George.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
And the dunk by Leonard.
And being that Wall is a point guard, it's his responsibility to facilitate. Just a terrific dime right there.
Now here's Bane. Here's Morant. It's stolen by Leonard. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first.
Oh, the claw. I mean, Leonard controls the ball with those massive hands. Just throws it down.
When it comes to the Grizzlies, a lot of this season is about erasing the memory of their playoff loss last year. It was a disappointing end to their season.
Morant. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That'll belong to John Wall. But with Memphis's 2021-2022 season, it still has to be considered a success, right?
Yeah, I think it was a successful season, but as a whole, this young team, they won their division, but the hopes were so much higher going into the postseason than just the second round.
Wall, no good.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Jackson can't get it to go. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside. George passes to Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
A monster finish with authority.
And he hangs on the rim for a little extra spice. And he's going to get called there for the technical foul, hanging on the rim.
Yeah, a little too enthusiastic on the slam. You want guys playing with emotion, but there's a limit to how far you can take it before it hurts the team.
Leonard against Morant. Outside Bane. Morant against Leonard. Here's Bane. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss. The Clippers in the lead. Throws it up high, and it's slammed in by Zubac.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized, defense pays. And here's Morant outside. Brooks the pass to Morant. Here's the three. It's rebounded by Zubats. The Clippers have gone 6 of 11 so far. Stolen by Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
You have to be kidding me.
Wow, that's how you take things into your own hands. 27 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Leonard with a screen on Morant. Here's Wall. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
Assertive play by Wall inside, pushing hard to find himself a shot.
Jackson the screen from deep. Morant. Another miss. He's 1 for 4 from the field. Inside. Oh, Brooks with the steal. The open shot, Morant. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And that concludes the first quarter. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles. On the floor for the Clippers, Wall and Powell are the backcourt duo. At small and power forward, it's George and Leonard. And it's Zubats in at center. Now here's Morant. Pass to Jackson. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes.
Just muscling it home from there. Jackson is no stranger to having to work over strong defense.
Leonard on the wing. Lets it go from deep. No good on the shot. You know, with all the dunkers out there, some players make sure they don't end up on too many posters. Grant, you ever make a business decision?
Yeah, you know, I made a few business decisions through my career. Look, as a competitor, you want to make sure that you can play defense, give it your all, contest at the rim when you feel that you can. But when someone like a Vince Carter in the midst of insanity, that's when you make a business decision, and that's a smart decision.
Now here's Leonard. He has 6, and down it goes. 2 points.
Athletic play by Leonard in the paint, not letting anything hold him back from his shot.
Brooks from outside. And another miss by Memphis. The Clippers have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter.
Put that one-man show on Broadway.
That's one way to go with the alley-oop. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. And then Morant with the dunk.
That play is Morant's ball handling talents pretty much in a nutshell. Fast, smooth, and very effective.
Leonard on the take, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Man, the defender really went after him.
The first free throw is good.
2 shots.
And Leonard drops them both.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Memphis trailing here. Morant with it. He's got 6. Can't cash it in from close range. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter.
The speed John Wall plays the game has always been the thing that sets him apart. And even as he's pushing the tempo, he just stays in control.
Rebound by the Clippers. George has got 4 rebounds now. Wall, no good. Memphis shooting only 29% in this one. Not great. On the wing, Brooks. Back to Jackson. The fader. And again, Memphis no good. Well, you talk about Wall's speed, Richard. There are too many players quicker to start the break than him.
He loves to get out and run. If Wall has a chance to push it and catch the D off balance, he'll do it. Just the kind of mindset you want at the point.
Well, at least the D was going for it, but he got to the ball just a moment late.
Zubats has gone a perfect 3 for 3 so far. Pass to Bain. Now Brooks. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard. It's George on the wing. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. We've got 1:55 left in the second quarter. Adams, the pass to Bain. Here's Brooks. Adams inside. Zubac there.
And on the offensive end, this is how Adams hurts you. You have to be aware of where he is at all times.
Wall, the pass to Powell. Leonard on the wing. Defended by Jackson. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
From his first day in the league, opponents are going to make him earn it at the line. And look, Morant, he'll give him an easy look.
So he gets them both. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Leonard outside. Oh, the swat by Adams.
Oh, a fantastic defender. Adams embraces his role on this team as their defensive anchor.
To the middle. It's stolen by Leonard. Powell outside. Takes it inside. And Powell with the stuff.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Now here's Bain. Lets it go. And it's Morant missing. Leonard outside. Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis' ball. 35 seconds left in the first half of this game. Jackson outside. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Leonard. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Oh, what a powerful move by Kawhi. Absorbing the foul, but still getting the shot in the air.
He hits the second from the line. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Here's Morant. Give him 8 points now. And then Morant with the dunk.
This is what you pay to see. Morant doing what he does, exploding right to the rim off the drive.
Wow. From deep three-point range. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. All right, Allie, thanks for that.
The Grizzlies, 19. The Clippers, 25.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. It's been one outstanding game from Kawhi Leonard.
Slicing up the defense, living in the lane. Terrific first half for him.
And when you rip through the D like he did in that first half, you gotta stay aggressive. Keep getting to the rim.
Morant and Bain in the backcourt together. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. And it's Adams in at the 5. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. The Clippers in the lead. Here's Powell. Drops in the layup for 2. Powell's got 6.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Now here's Morant. He's got 10. Oh, Leonard with the block.
One of the league's top defenders. Leonard excels at rising up to swat shots back.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Bain. Yep, that one goes.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. The Grizzlies have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul.
First team.
Outside Bain. Pass to Jackson. Out of bounds as Memphis keeps possession. And about Brooks, becoming a staple in the middle of this lineup, Richard.
Plays the 2 and 3 positions on the floor and scores it really well. But most importantly, he's out there for his defensive effort and intensity. He is a versatile player that any team would love to have.
Just 4 to shoot. Now Adams. He's guarded by Zubac. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. The Clippers shooting 46%, a decent average so far. Oh, stolen by Morant. And the foul called on John Wall. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
Now here's Morant. He's got 10. Back to Jackson. Pass to Morant. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. Morant's got 12 points in the game. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Out of bounds, it'll be Memphis's ball. And so it's Memphis with it. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half. And a miss there on the triple. Now Los Angeles with it. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Leonard attacking. Pass to George. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. From deep, Bain. Here's Morant. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
The strong finish from Jackson Jr. He goes up with power inside the paint.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Here's George. Ooh, a terrific shot on the turnaround. And the Clippers lead by 4.
Guys, just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Morant into the lane. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Okay, I see you, John, flexing a little bit of muscle, showing off that athletic ability. Okay.
Wall, the pass to Powell. Knocks it loose. Zubac finds Leonard. Second chance shot. It's hauled in by Ja Morant for Memphis. They've gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. Brooks, the pass to Adams. And here's Morant. This for the tie. And another basket for Memphis.
It's been all about Ja tonight. Can score in so many different ways.
Outside Wall. It's George on the wing. Got it. Good job in the low post. George has got his second basket.
Hey, if you give him room, he's gonna score the ball.
Outside Morant. Jackson, the pass to Adams. Outside for Morant. For the lead. They get it again. Pass to Jackson. Outside Bain. And here's Morant outside. Outside for Brooks. Fires the 3. From deep. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got 7 rebounds in the game. It's George with the drive. Out to the wing. Back to Leonard. And he lobs it up. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. Clippers ahead. We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. So, on the floor for the Clippers. Kawhi and Zubac make up the front court. Wall and Powell are the backcourt duo. And it's George in at the small forward position.
And this is part of Morant's role. As a guard, he's responsible for finding the open man. Pass
to George. Down low. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. To the inside. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Tries again. The rebound by Jackson. And the Grizzlies shooting just 34% so far in this one. Adams, the pass to Jackson. Now here's Adams. Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
Just lost his head out there. It'll happen if you're pushing a little too hard.
The Clippers shooting only 42%. It's George on the wing. Up and over Brooks. George with another miss. So it's the Grizzlies now. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed. Back to Bain. Morant, the pass to Bain. Now here's Morant. And it's off the back of the rim. No good.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
Adams finds Morant to take the lead. Leonard pulls down the board. Leonard's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And Morant gets it to go on the assist from Bain. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Grizzlies. Powell passes to George. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. And stolen by Bain. It's 2-on-1. Oh, got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brooks.
A classic breakdown with the ball, sending it right out of bounds and giving the defense a freebie.
Powell outside. George against Bain. Offensive rebound. Out to Leonard. Oh, they need this. The shot that time not on target. And Brooks no good on that one.
Shooting the technical free throw, Dylan Brooks.
For Memphis, they've gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Pass to Jackson. To the left side wing. Outside Morant. Right at the free throw line. Adams. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac. And the free throw, no good. The Clippers have gotten nothing to fall in this fourth quarter. 0 of 5. Powell passes to Leonard. And that's going to be a travel.
The over and back call, always avoidable.
It's a lack of focus. That's all it is. But it can be a wake-up call for teams that have gotten too careless. But rules are rules.
Outside Morant. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. An easy 2 on the layup.
Closer in. Look, let me just tell you, Morant, he's going to find a way to score. He just has such a fantastic touch around the rim.
For 3, George. That shot off the mark. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now.
On defense, the Clippers. Looking to get on the board here in the fourth still. Jackson finds Adams. Three-pointer, Brooks. Kicks it out to Jackson. The 3 from Bain. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Adams with the ball. Guarded now by George. 4-3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Tipped and stolen by Bain. Out of bounds as Memphis keeps possession.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
Now here's Morant.
You combine instincts and awareness, Leonard is arguably the best defender in the NBA.
Inside to halt the run. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That's on Steven Adams. Good on the first. And that brings him within 5. And Leonard drops them both.
He showed a lot of composure that trip to the line. Now it's almost a one-possession game.
Outside Morant. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Leonard on the wing. From deep. No good there.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistent.
Here are the Clippers. Pass to George. Launches it. And Morant clears the board.
Nothing is going his way in this half offensively. Really having a hard time finding his shot.
Brooks outside. And so the big win by Memphis in a tight game. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or...
tip-off goes to Minnesota. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. The backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Anderson in at the 3. Oh, and here we go. Wall's got it. The fast break chance. Leonard with no one around. Fires the 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
That may not be his first choice, but Kawhi's not going to pass it up if it's there for him. Good decision to take the quick jumper off the catch.
Russell with a wide-open look. No good on the triple. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter.
You know, when it comes to the Minnesota Timberwolves, for so long, they've struggled to be competitive. But recently, I think they've started to turn things around. I mean, they've got a nice core. They got a taste of the playoffs recently, and now look to build on that.
Now, here is Russell. Again, Russell missing. It's stolen by Gobert. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Buries it from three-point range.
And, you know, for Edwards, it's about hitting the 3 consistently. This will help take his game to the next level.
And for the Timberwolves, Clark getting the #1 pick in the 2020 draft certainly helped their turnaround.
Yeah, that's rocket fuel when you're trying to move up, and they got a good one, a special one in Anthony Edwards. That guy is going to help them take major strides forward. This is an organization clearly on the rise.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. And we felt it. Even over here, we felt it.
It's the best way to do it, as long as you don't get teed up for it.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Now, here's George. Zubac's trying to break loose. And again, it's the Clippers missing. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. There's Russell with the 3. A shot off that time, so Los Angeles will take it the other way. David Aldridge had a chance to catch up with head coach Tyronn Lue. Dave, what do you have to say?
Thanks, Kevin. Looking at these matchups, he thinks they can pound the ball inside with success. He wants them to get points in the paint early, force the defense to collapse, and then play inside out. We'll see if the opponent sticks to that game plan as well, guys.
Okay, David, thanks.
And, you know, the improvement we've seen over the years from Leonard has been incredible, especially his three-point shooting.
Russell passes to Gobert. From deep three-point range, and it's Russell missing.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
Hey, guys, how about the dominant young career Karl Anthony Towns has had?
Very few can dominate like he can, Kevin. Towns is a monster. I mean, averaging a double-double every year of his career so far. So valuable in what he brings to the table.
And Leonard gets it to go.
You know, John Wall is not just a dynamic scorer. He is outstanding at sharing the ball with his open teammates.
And Russell puts up a deep 3. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. But it's no good. Edwards with it. Leonard picks him up. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Edwards got 5 points so far. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Timberwolves.
They've really been disruptive on the defensive end, forcing turnovers and turning those turnovers into points at the other end.
And not only that, their elite conditioning evident from the pace they're playing offensively. Boy, they are getting out and running.
1:15 left here in the first quarter. And Wall kicks to Leonard from deep. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Leonard. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. From deep. Shot clock reset for the Timberwolves. Russell, no good. The Clippers trail. On the wing, George. Over Anderson. George, no good. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Gobert dishes to Edwards. From deep three-point range, they grab their own miss. And it's Paul George with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Gobert the pass to Edwards for the three. It's hauled in by Paul George.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Now, here is George. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Wall against Russell. Gobert the pass to Russell. Off on the layup.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. The Timberwolves on top. They're up by 2. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
Out on the wings for him, Powell and George. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. And it's Wall in at point guard. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. The Timberwolves trail. Knocked loose, Anderson. And Anderson slams it in.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher.
Well, and that's exactly how the game is played in the paint inside, guys. I mean, if you can play over the top, I think you've got a big advantage.
Russell looking around. Timberwolves keep it alive. Outside Edwards to the middle. Second chance shot. And Russell with the lay-in. Russell's got his second bucket.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Fires from the corner. And Leonard gets it to go. Mark, when the casual fan looks at a stat sheet, turnovers sometimes go overlooked. They don't really grab your attention. But as a player, how conscious of turnovers were you?
Extremely conscious of it, Kevin, because you know possessions are valuable and you don't want to be limiting your team in possessions. And you don't want your teammates to be sloppy. You don't want to be sloppy. And most of the time you want to try to force your opponents into turnovers, not make them yourself.
And a deep three from Russell. Here's Towns, and Towns throws it down.
Yeah, you look at Russell, and one of the things I like most about his game is this guy has great vision and passing ability.
It's George on the wing. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Gobert in the corner. Back to Russell. And here's Anderson for 3. Lets it go with the 3. Rebound by the Clippers. George has got 4 rebounds in this game.
And since 1999, the Clippers and the Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena. The only NBA team to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
Minnesota's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Edwards kicks to Russell. Fires from deep. That shot is off. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
And here's Leonard from 3. In the corner, Powell with it. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Shot clock at 6. From deep. Zubac. It's good on the putback. Zubac has got his first 2 points.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
Yes, they can. They can't allow him to beat them to too many more of those.
Opponents are physical with Kawhi just about every game, but as forceful a player as he is, he just doesn't seem to mind one bit.
And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
Russell passes to Towns. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. All with it. Guarded now by Anderson. Here's Leonard. Gobert with the block.
And the reach and height of Gobert, it literally makes it impossible to score over him. He's able to get all over that shot.
There's 49 seconds left here in the second. Outside, George. Fires from the wing. Los Angeles with another miss.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. .34 seconds left in the first half of basketball. The three, and good, coming off the assist by Wall. Wall's got 3 assists in the game. Russell kicks to Edwards. From deep three-point range, gets the three-pointer to fall. Edwards got 8 points.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Wall with the steal. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this. Thank you, David. And whoop. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Well, I thought it was a great defensive performance for him so far. He's aware, he's alive, he's alert, quick to react to everything that's going on around him. Can't do it much better than that.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, out on the perimeter, Edwards and Anderson. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Russell.
Whoa!
Can you believe that?
Turned up and turned out, throwing it down. Come on.
Russell from deep three-point territory. Anderson finds Russell. Here's Towns. Here's Gobert. Takes the three. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Leonard's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Powell, that's good. And now a 10-point Clipper lead.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Down low, here's Zubac. Outside for George. Off target from outside. Timberwolves trail by 8. Russell dishes to Gobert. Back to Russell. Stolen by Zubac. The Clippers have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
And, you know, that just added to their confidence at the offensive end. I mean, knowing that free throw shooting was something they didn't have to worry about gave them a lot of confidence to play freely.
Takes a step back. Here's Leonard, and good, coming off the assist by Wall. Leonard's got the lead up to 10 now for the Clippers. Outside Russell, Towns in the corner. Takes a three. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Towns. Clippers leading by 10. On the wing, George. From downtown. They get it back. Zubac. And he banks in the layup. Zubac has got his second bucket of the game to go.
You've got to box out on the boards. When you don't, that's what happens.
Lobbed up there for Anderson. And again, Minnesota will turn it over. Here's Wall. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Last season, Clark, the Timberwolves snapped a 3-year playoff drought.
An important milestone for this squad, Kevin. I mean, it shows they're ready to compete in the postseason. That's huge and speaks to just how far this team has come.
Anderson finds Edwards. It's stolen by Wall. And he's just had one attempt at the line early.
And he deserves a lot of credit for what he was able to do at the line last year. 86% from the stripe.
Yeah, those were fine numbers he posted at the line. It was hard to find fault with anything he did from the stripe.
From deep. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Anderson passes to Gobert. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Towns for 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Here he goes. Wall with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Powell's got it. Pass to Zubac. And Wall kicks to Leonard. Shoots over Towns. Here's Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Oh, I love watching him flush it home, showing how easily he can get off the ground and bang it.
Oh, the lob to Gobert. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Powell, no one around him. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard. Powell's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
Offensive rebound. And finished off by Gobert.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's George. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Bounce pass, Russell. For 3, Edwards knocks down the 3 ball. Edwards got 11 points.
Well, that was a bomb from Edwards, showing off that deep range.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And so Gobert will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Down by 15. On-court spots are the deadly George and Leonard. Wall and Powell are the guard set. And it's Zubac in at the center. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And Wall. Here we go now. Zubac the pass to Leonard. Left side, George. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Timberwolves trail by 15. Edwards looking it over. To the inside. Gobert finds Edwards. And George gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul.
And Minnesota has possession from the arc. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 11 rebounds in the game. Wall passes to George. The three. It's hauled in by Edwards.
You know, brick after brick after brick. I mean, that's been the story for him this quarter. I mean, he's got to brain it in down the stretch here.
Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
And there's the feed to Leonard. Shot from 16. A second chance effort outside for George. Passes it to Leonard. For the three. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard. Timberwolves trail by 13. Inside. Leonard with the steal. Powell dishes to George. Three-pointer. Rebound, Minnesota. Towns has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And look at how the hustle game has been going for Los Angeles.
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issue defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
And not just that, they're also forcing turnovers at a high rate and taking advantage in transition.
Clippers leading by 13. From deep, George. Los Angeles with another miss.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
Well, one of the ways you mark consistency is looking at a player's efficiency rating, and Catch is generally among the best in the league.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe.
And not what we're accustomed to seeing from him at all from the free throw line.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
The deep three from George. And that one is off. And Minnesota now the other way. To the paint. Here's Anderson. And Anderson slams it in.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Anderson with the ball. George picks him up. And the rejection by Zubac. Los Angeles leading by 13. Wall looking for an opening. Now here is George. Just 5 to shoot. The pass to Leonard. Lets the three fly. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Pass to Russell. Takes the three. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Leonard's got his 6th rebound on the night. There's 1:17 left here in the 4th quarter. Edwards against George. Pass to Powell. Outside, George. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. And it's Leonard missing.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
A pretty comfortable win for them in this one. Great effort. Pays off for the Clippers.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though, when everything started to look a little dire and really put the hammer down.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Kawhi Leonard.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
And Wall kicks to George. From deep three-point range, a rebound by the Timberwolves. Russell with it. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. Even early. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up.
terrific defensive clubs fighting to lock each other down.
Both these teams are elite on the defensive end. These guys won't be making it easy out there. When there's lots of stops, lots of forced turnovers, it can be very difficult to find a scoring rhythm.
Here are the 5 for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Yeah, if Ayton can get in that kind of position, he can be a bully on the inside.
Here's George. Pass to Powell. Back to George. Puts up a 3. No luck on that one. And Phoenix the other way now. Here's Bridges. Ayton with it. It doesn't go for him. Oh, solid D from Leonard. Now Wall. The 3. Crowder grabs the miss.
The D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
About a minute into this first quarter.
Everyone knew Leonard would be a plus rebounder and defender coming out of college, but not many people saw elite scorer and NBA Finals MVP on his resume.
Now here's Booker.
We've gotten used to Devin Booker putting up huge numbers, so a 40-point game for him feels like another day at the office.
And he makes a first.
Some guys will wow you with their overall size or incredible athleticism. Devin Booker does it with his pure ability to score the ball.
Powell passes to Leonard. Throw it down on the lob.
Now, you don't see many of these opportunities for this team, but Kawhi, one guy who can get up there and get it done.
The Suns have gone 1 for 3 so far. Well, you talk about Booker's high-powered offense. He's a rare member of the 70-point club with only 5 other players in NBA history. Brent, you got Wilt, Kobe, David Thompson, Elgin Baylor, and David Robinson.
Man, B.A., if you could sit down at a table to talk about your 70-point night, I'd like to be a server at that table.
Kawhi Leonard, first personal foul.
Outside Booker. About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Offensive rebound. They had a number of cracks at it. Just came away empty-handed. Here's Leonard. And Leonard with the strong finish.
It's kind of fun when you see his personality come out in his game like that.
Booker against Leonard. Devin Booker with a terrific move and the bucket.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Now here's George. There's the drive. Here's Zubac. Second chance effort. Pass to George. Up and over Crowder. George, no good. The Suns have gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. And Crowder the bucket on the assist by Bridges.
Getting bumped after the shot, no problem for Jay Crowder.
After a tough decade for the Suns between 2010 and 2020, they are once again a team to be reckoned with in the NBA.
Oh man, the cachet of talent that this roster has is tremendous, and this team really came together in a hurry, and they're going to be a force for the next few years to come.
And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Booker. The Clippers trail. It's George on the wing. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul.
And great job to establish position and square up.
For Phoenix, they've gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. Paul against Wall. Outside Booker. Three-pointer. The Clippers grab the miss.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
And again, it's the Clippers missing.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions.
Here's Wall. Pass to Leonard. Crowder grabs the miss.
Now, there's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Up top, Ayton. Beyond the arc. And the ball out of play. The Clippers will have it. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
George for three. Hauled in by Paul.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range. They're much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
Misses the three. George outside to win the drought. Can't hit that one. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Suns ahead, up by 6.
And please give a big round of applause for your Clippers Youth Dance Team.
If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Suns.
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
Love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
Kawhi and Zubac make up the front court. Wall and Powell are the backcourt duo, and it's George in at the 3. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Now here's Leonard, and stolen by Bridges. Booker with it, guarded now by George. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Does it feel good as a big man like Ayton to throw it down? You bet it does.
Pass to George. Lets the 3 fly. Crowder grabs the miss. Crowder's got his 5th rebound in this one. To the middle. George with a steal. In transition, here come the Clippers. Powell finds Wall. Up high and down it goes on the lob.
It felt like Powell had the shot, but good job of feeding the open man.
And here's Paul. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. For 3, Booker. Kept alive. Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
And he's battling for everything, doing all he can to help extend their lead.
Just throwing down the putback with authority.
Now, team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there. DeAndre Ayton was so valuable in that 2021 playoff run for the Suns. Shot over 65% the entire postseason on their way to that NBA Finals appearance.
Here's Paul. And he drains the turnaround J. And it's an 8-point Suns lead.
He is a master craftsman. He gets inside and carves out space at the mid-range. CP3 with another deuce.
And so far in this one, 2 for 4.
Did you see that? I mean, going right to the rim. That's how you finish in the open floor.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
And the Clippers with the ball, following the score by Phoenix. Here's Zubac. The kick out to Wall. Fires from deep. Powell's shot is off. The Suns have gone 4 for 6 here in the second. And the former 1-1, the first overall draft pick. Ayton, he's just a different matchup.
That size, BA, and that great touch around the rim. He runs the floor. He's a big presence down there. You just don't see a ton of centers like him around this league like you once did in the 80s and early 90s. Ayton's game presents a pretty hefty matchup issue.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, with the yearly roster moves, it might be hard for the casual fan to keep track. But Commissioner Silver said it's a necessary side effect. He said, quote, "We tried to tie performance to pay in a closer way, and I think that's what you see with shorter contracts." Brian, more player movement has been the result.
Yeah, good point, Allie. Thanks.
What do you say about CP3 other than this guy is an all-timer? When you think about guys down the stretch who you have run your offense, CP3 has to be mentioned up there.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Bridges with it. Checked by Wall. Pass to Booker. Back to Bridges. Outside for Booker. Bridges outside. Booker no good. As for CP, seems irreplaceable with each team he's been on.
Well, he does so much for a team in terms of just keeping accountability from the coach's voice to his. Not only does he perform at the highest level on the floor, there's a lot of things that CP3 brings off the floor that really help teach guys what being a pro is all about. You think about a rough moment in Kawhi Leonard's career that had to have come around 2021, that season-ending injury in the playoffs that kept him out of the entire 22 season.
The Clippers have gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
And this is who he has become. Leonard, with the great body control, takes the hit and still able to sink the shot and one.
Well, we're glad, though, that Leonard took the time to fully recover from it.
At BA, you have to prioritize your health as a player. Kawhi has had his scares throughout his career, but him being fully healthy is going to help him unleash his full game on any opponent. So getting him back to 100% a priority for him and the team. Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
They get the rebound. Out to Leonard. Fires for 3. The shot misses. The Suns have gone 5 of 10 in the second quarter. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. And Ayton with the stuff.
And Jay Crowder moving it to the open man.
And the jam by George.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, BA.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Outside Paul. And here's Crowder from the arc. Sends it home from three-point land. Crowder's got 9 points.
Crowder not hesitating on the offensive end.
Here's George. Nice D from Bridges. And so it's Phoenix earning this break in the action, up 10. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. We'll be right back. We've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Without question, Kawhi Leonard displaying his skills today.
He's been on the attack, playing hard and going right to the rim.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
Kicking off the second half. Here's Monty Williams 5. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the small forward position. Here's Paul. After the Clippers picking up a basket just a moment ago. Outside Booker. Stolen by Wall. Phoenix grabs the miss. Paul's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Crowder. Ayton. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Suns lead by 10.
Sweet timing on that play as Ayton up there and ripping it down.
Wall, the pass to Powell. The shot off that time. And Phoenix the other way now. George with it. And Bridges picks him up defensively. Wall on the take. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. With the drive. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Bridges showing off his athleticism. He's able to get in there at full speed and still score.
George left side. Here's Leonard. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton. Well, as you know, Grant, this game can be so hard on your body. As a player, how do you determine the difference between being hurt versus being injured?
That's a great question, B.A. Look, sometimes as players, you need someone to protect them from themselves. Today's game, the teams today are so smart about protecting players and preventing things from getting worse. But it really comes down to the players, the doctors, the team overall, just being smart and having a big picture about the injuries.
Count it.
And the team leans on him for moments like this where they need him to dominate offensively.
Paul against Wall. Paul passes to Booker. Lets it go from deep. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Booker's got 6.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Now here's Paul. He's got 7. He gets it in there.
Love seeing CP3 shoot from there. He just owns that area of the floor. One of the best jumpers in the history of the game.
And it didn't take long for Phoenix to match the offer sheet Ayton signed with the Indiana Pacers. Now, there was talk they might let Ayton walk after that fallout during their playoff exit. But Phoenix... knew they needed to keep Ayton to remain a contender. Now, he's leading the charge for them, but let's be honest, he needs more help if they're going to get out in front.
Yeah, doing anything he can right now to get his team to cut into this lead and give them a chance.
They get it back. Here's Ayton. Second shot opportunity. Pass to Bridges. Launches a 3. Paul can't get it to go. The ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Ayton. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Good idea to make Ayton earn it at the line because he's a menace in the paint. Don't let him get that shot off.
Second free throw, no good. The Clippers have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. Nice game. Great performance by DeAndre Ayton.
And the defense has not provided any threat to stop him out there, so it should come to no surprise that he continues to attack the basket.
Covington's checked in for Powell. Minute 32 left in the third. From about 16, Leonard can't get it to go. For Phoenix, they've gone 4 of 8 in the third. Here's Booker, and there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2 on Robert Covington.
You might as well throw up the points. Booker shot 90% from the free throw line during the regular season.
Devin Booker, 2 shots.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. And for Los Angeles, they're shooting a disappointing 38%. The 3, George, and Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. Back to Crowder. Pass to Paul. Fires the 3. And the Suns miss again. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Wall. And the layup is good off the glass.
So physical for a 1. Wall has the size and skill to do work in the paint.
Now here's Crowder. And it's Wall with the block. And they'll keep possession. Oh, and the jam by Ayton. They've got plenty of time to get back into this.
Yeah, I'm sure they feel pressed, but this is when you have to stay calm and execute.
Paul George taking it all the way up for the dunk.
Phoenix calls timeout.
Suns accept the timeout. We want a free picture. Louder. Get louder. Let's make some noise.
The Suns have gone 5 of 11 in this third quarter. Wall against Paul. Outside Booker. It's Bridges on the wing. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Bridges has got 6 points.
Bridges has a lot of jobs for his team, but if he consistently knocks down 3, he can add it to the list.
Here's George. The offensive rebound. Zubac passes to Covington. George for 3. Unable to get that one. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. The Suns on top. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Well, the Suns shooting a solid 47%. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Booker finds Bridges. Got a hand on it. They retain possession. And a deep 3 from Paul. It's rebounded by George. Los Angeles shooting around 33%. Not the best offensive efficiency. Wall no good. And it's Phoenix's ball. This is the most they've led, 13 points. And there's the foul. It's on Ivica Zubac. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Booker against Leonard. Here's Crowder. The kick out to Paul. Pass to Booker. Back to Paul. Lots of room. Jump shot is good that time. And the Suns lead by 15.
And this kind of distribution is something that Devin Booker is only going to improve upon.
George outside. There's the 3. George with another miss.
And not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots, not the wild one he took there.
Covington inside. He's against Bridges. And the jam by Covington.
Those feels so good. Covington up there for a slam dunk.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Booker with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. Booker no good.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Leonard can't get it to go. For Phoenix, they've gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. For 3, Bridges. And again, it's the Suns missing. The Clippers really having a tough go here. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Suns?
You have to be a fan of the energy they've played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
Well, something else I've seen from them in this game is just how quick they are to capitalize on a turnover. I mean, they're pouncing on that stuff. You got to be careful when you're handling the ball around them.
Booker for 3. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac has got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. Stolen by Ayton. Here's Bridges. Crowder outside. There's the triple. Paul against George. They grab their own miss. It's good on the putback. And the Suns lead by 16.
And Ayton more and more having these kind of nights from the center position, lighting up the scoreboard.
George. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. And the first one at the line is good.
At the line for LA, Paul George.
George hits them both.
And you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Paul against Wall. Pass to Crowder. And there's a whistle. That goes on Jay Crowder. That's his third foul so far.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Here's Leonard. And he lobs it up to the rim. Paul with a steal. It's Booker on the wing. Looking to get back on track. And it's good on the layup.
He has good size for his position, and Booker mixing it up on the inside.
Booker against George. Down low. Stolen by Ayton. For three, Booker. Leonard pulls down the board. Leonard's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Suns.
A pair of tremendous rebounding teams.
And these guys played a little harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for DeAndre Ayton.
He really influenced the game with his rebounding. Just a stellar performance. With all the work he put in, he's going to sleep well tonight.
Misses off the right iron.
Well, after an impressive first half, he's just not been able to get the room or get anything going here in the second.
And the basket is good.
Boy, Leonard keeping the game very simple and just taking what the defense is gifting him.
Outside Paul. Booker, the pass to Crowder. Back to Booker. 6 to shoot. Over George. And again, it's the Suns missing. We look at all the turnovers. Boy, what a way to drive your coach crazy.
Yeah, your game plan means nothing if your players can't execute.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by George. And it's Phoenix's ball. At one point, they led by 16. Here's a 3 from Paul. Suns keep it alive.
Yeah, maybe a little luck, maybe a little bit of heart. Both of those at play here. He's getting every offensive rebound.
Bridges against Covington. Leonard with a double team. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
LA basketball.
Now here's Wall. So no problem for Phoenix as they get the win. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down,
joining us for... Now, Greg, when you look at these rosters, both teams have lots of quality players and very deep benches.
And with the pace we see in games, it really helps to have more legs to run. Each of these coaches have a lot of options, so it'll be interesting to see how they play the matchups.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. And it's Brooks in at the 3 slot. Bane, no good. You know, there's some pretty cool stories, aren't there, about Kawhi Leonard and what he has done in the community.
There really are, Kevin. I think about it. When he wins the Defensive Player of the Year award, that comes with a car. And instead of using it for his own personal use, he donated that to a children's welfare charity. This is the same guy who gave 1 million backpacks to kids in need in Los Angeles. Just a few of the things he does for his community.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Doris, it's been great to see the Clippers rise to prominence over the last 10 years, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, listen, this was an organization that spent years in futility, but you have to admire the transformation that has led to consistent success. They used to be a franchise that made the playoffs maybe once in a decade. Now you expect them to contend in the West.
Bane with the bucket.
Terrific dime there. Morant realizing his responsibility to share the wealth with his teammates.
George from deep three-point land. It's rebounded by Memphis. Bane looking around. He kicks to Jackson. Back to Bane. To the middle. And there's Jackson on the assist by Bane.
What agility there. Look how quick Jackson moves after setting the screen. Perfect execution.
On the wing, George. And Desmond Bane pulls it down. Brooks, that's a two-pointer. The shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Outside Leonard. Hit the floater. They get it back. Zubac got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. The Grizzlies have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Brooks, the best to Morant. Jackson, that's a two-pointer. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Back to Leonard. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Well, the strength of Kawhi Leonard's game is in the painted area. He is so consistent as a finisher.
The 3 from Morant. The Grizzlies keeping it alive with a new 14. Doesn't go that time. The Clippers have gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. George lays it up off the glass.
Paul George's ability to put the ball on the floor and drive it balances out his shooting. So important to have both.
The 3 from Morant. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Here's George. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Brooks. No good. Shot missing. AT that time from Leonard. Here's Powell. Adams, some nice D. Memphis trailing here. Bane drives in. A quick shot there, and it's off target. The Clippers shooting a mere 25% from the floor in this first quarter. That one falls. Leonard's got his second basket of the game.
But Kawhi Leonard's strength through contact, one of the real problems you've got to deal with as a defender.
Out to Morant. From deep. Rebound by the Clippers.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
And he comes up with the deuce.
The lightning speed is what is impressive. Defense doesn't have time to react. John Wall on the drive.
Here's Brooks. Following the basket by John Wall. Brooks, the pass to Jackson. Brooks finds Jackson. Memphis the rebound. Back to Brooks. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And you like to see this from Brooks, right? No need to fall in love with the jump shot. Give the defense different looks.
Wall dishes to George. In the corner, Powell with it. That three off the mark. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Adams outside. Here's Morant. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on John Wall.
High effort play by Morant. He refuses to let the foul stop him from getting the shot up.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
On the wing, George. It'll count. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
And, guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
Out on the wings for him, Powell and George. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point guard. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Bane, no good. And here is Los Angeles now.
And you know, for proof of what Morant's done for the Memphis franchise, look at the offensive numbers. Grizzlies have made huge steps forward every year.
Here's Morant after the Clippers pick up 2. Here's Jackson. Wall with the steal. And here's George for 3. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got 4 rebounds in this game. Greg, the improvement since Morant arrived has been very steady.
And the Grizzlies went from the 20th rated offense in his rookie season to number 16 in his second year, and then all the way up to number 5 last season. Ja has turned them into a powerhouse.
He doesn't get the second one. And in this era of positionless basketball, of course, we're starting to see some guards who end up playing in that dunker spot, down low, more than on the perimeter.
Let's call them little big men, Kevin. Guys like Bruce Brown, Gary Payton II. These are powerful athletes, unbelievable vertical spacers. They set great screens. They can finish as a roller. I love the use of these undersized guys who don't necessarily shoot it well in this role.
Bane pitch to Adams. Brooks with no one around. And again, Memphis no good. Clippers leading by 4. Here's George. They get it back. And Adams sends it back.
Boy, this guy is such a defensive stalwart. Steven Adams' size and timing. Send it back, Steven.
Deflects the pass. And now Wall running the floor all by himself. And Wall with the slam.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Launches it. Bane, no good.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Leonard, the pass to George. Wants to get it to Zubac. And does.
Paul George is such a solid all-around player. This guy can score at an elite level, and he passes it well, too.
Now, here's Morant for 3. Jackson misses.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
Brooks finds Morant. And just miss after miss right now. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, GA, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin. But give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
Here's Wall, following the score by Dylan Brooks. Pass to George. Little turnaround. Good. George has got the lead up to 8 now for the Clippers.
Well, get to the mid-range game. A 3-level score. Paul George, yes, sir.
Bain passes to Jackson. Out to Morant. A 3-ball. And no good. As the Clippers taking it the other way. Here's Leonard. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
We are talking about a solid 230 pounds. Kawhi Leonard's strength and his frame allows him to get shots off under duress. Gentlemen, if we go back to the summer of 2019, that is the summer where the Clippers got both Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. When they made those moves, everyone expected this to be an NBA Finals team.
Here's Zubac. Happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Jackson kicks to Morant. Here's Adams, and the rejection by Zubac. And now the fast break. George with the ball. Stolen by Brooks. Here's Adams. And so it's Los Angeles. Looking at a thanks, David, and we'll be back.
Your Clippers, 25. The Grizzlies, 12.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
So on the floor for Memphis, the wingmen are Bain and Brook. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the point. Now Brooks following the miss by Jaren Jackson from deep. Out to Morant. Bangs home the trifecta. Morant's got 7 points.
Oh, pretty stroke on Morant's long-range bomb there. When he's knocking down the shot from deep, he can be lethal.
George, no good.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. But boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown.
Hey, Greg, talking about the great Ja Morant, this guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do anything.
All with it, now defended by Bain. Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
And the flush from Jackson Jr. Great wingspan, and at 6'11", he's got a little nasty in it.
Wall passes to George. Fires the 3. And again, it's the Clippers missing. The Grizzlies trail by 8. Morant with a wide open look. Drains it from beyond the arc. Morant's got a pair of 3s now here in the 3rd for Memphis.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Probably the most important thing is they regroup. They worked out some of their frustrations, and now they're starting to have some fun.
And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Adams. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And Brooks, here we go. It's rebounded by John Wall. Clippers leading by 5. With the shot. And again, no good by the Clippers. Memphis with the ball. It's been 10 unanswered points. Here's Adams. And that one hits back iron. Leonard with the ball. Now defended by Adams. Well, Greg, with this Memphis Grizzlies team, you like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
Now here's Powell. Following the miss by John Morant. Shoots from the baseline. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Bain. On the wing, Bain.
2 minutes remaining.
The 3 from Morant. Memphis keeping it alive with a new 14. Bain finds Morant. Back to Bain. Clock at 6. Another shot. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Here's George. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got 4 assists in the game.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by Memphis.
Now, here's Bain. Here's Morant. Bain kicks to Morant. Morant with another miss.
Talk about hurting your team. I mean, he just can't get anything to go out there.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Summer of 2014, Doris, Paul George suffering a leg injury playing for the national team.
Kevin, I remember that injury like it was yesterday. There were many, including me, who wondered whether Paul George could ever be the same guy. And amazingly, he puts in all the necessary work and I think has come back better. That is a huge credit to his work ethic and his grit.
.102 left in the third. It's George on the wing. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Steven Adams picks one up.
You see, Paul George just understands how to use his length and his size. He is such a tough cover close to the basket.
And Morant's got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. They trail by 11. Makes it off the glass. Morant's got 10 points here in the second half.
A solid distributor. I think Jackson is gifted at reading defenses and then being able to spot the open teammate.
Wall finds George. Over Brooks. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
The Grizzlies trail by 9. The 3 from Morant. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Third team foul.
And so it's Memphis with it.
One of the best defensive players in the entire league, Kawhi Leonard, so hard to get a clean look against him. Well, hard blue-collar work ethic on display. This guy just beating everyone to the ball.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And a deep 3 from George. Los Angeles with another miss. And here's Brooks from outside. Rebound by the Clippers. George has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And we've reached the end of the 3rd. Clippers lead by 7. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. On court spots are the deadly George and Leonard. Wall and Powell are the guard set, and it's Zubac in at the 5. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Powell finds Leonard, goes back up. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Jackson's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
And it's Leonard with the jam.
And one of those nights where Kawhi Leonard just decides, I am going to take over.
Jackson passes to Bane. Fires from deep. Good on the triple.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for the Clippers.
Their fast break plays have seemed unstoppable. They just keep finding ways to overrun the defense here in transition.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
Now, here's Bane. Adams trying to free himself up. Bane, no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Morant with the steal.
Kawhi Leonard, second personal foul.
The Grizzlies trail by 5. Here's Morant. Dishes it to Adams. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Leonard on the wing. And Adams sends it back. Got a piece of it. Bane passes to Jackson. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Leonard with the ball.
Well, speed, intelligence, touch. Kawhi Leonard has it all.
Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. The 3 from Morant. And again, Memphis no good. Clippers leading by 7. Outside, Wall. He's looking for Leonard and finds him. Pass to George. Leonard with this screen on Brooks. 6 to shoot. George, no good. For Memphis, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. And the dunk by Zubac.
John Wall has an incredibly high basketball IQ, so you find the shooter and get it into their hands.
Left side, Adams. Outside, Bane. Back to Adams. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
It's George on the wing. To the inside. It's stolen by Adams. Morant kicks to Brooks. Drills the three-pointer. And now just a 4-point Los Angeles lead.
Well, Brooks is always working hard for this team. And here it pays off with a huge basket.
Leonard on the wing. Here's the pass to Zubac. George up top. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Brooks, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Bane with it. Leonard picks him up. Outside, Bane. Outside, Jackson. Bane finds Adams. Shot clock at 5. Here's Jackson. The Clippers grab the miss. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Here's Leonard. Yes, indeed, it is good. He's now 8 for 14.
Absolutely no fear. Kawhi Leonard welcomes these moments. He relishes these moments.
Passes it to Jackson. Inside, Paul George with the steal. And now the Clippers on the break. Wall's running. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
The three from Morant, and another miss by Memphis.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
They're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Powell, the pass to George. From deep three-point range, the shot, no good.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have...
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it.